Hello friends, this is Dinesh Panchal from Navrachna University. This video tutorials I have prepared to understand the inventory valuation in case of a batch processing. Recollect our product structure for snow shovel is this, which has a 4 level of bill of material with 2 items to make a bracket assembly, 3 items to make a top handle assembly, 3 items to make a scoop assembly, and 5 items, that is shaft, rivet, scoop assembly, scoop shaft connector, and top handle, which I have highlighted as yellow here to make a snow shovel. This is the material cost for all those items. This is the operating cost, and the total of those costs is given here. This quantity is for the one number of snow shovel. Now suppose if you want to make 100 snow shovel, then I need 100 shafts, I need 100 scoop assembly. Now to make 100 scoop assembly, I need 100 scoops, I need 100 blades, I need 600 rivets because for one it requires 6. To make 100 snow shovel, I need 400 rivets because for one this is 4. To make 100 snow shovel, I need 100 scoop shaft connector. To make 100 snow shovel, I need top handle 100 assembly. To make 100 top handle assembly, I need 100 top handles, 200 nails, 100 brackets. Now to make 100 brackets, I need 100 top handle brackets and 100 top handle coupling. I am assuming that the procurement is partial, that's full quantity has not been procured for the raw material. Also the manufacturing is partial. Let's first understand the procurement. Wherever there is a NA, that is basically this fields, let me highlight with some color here. They are the manufactured items, so they will not be procured. Rest of the items are procured and sometimes they are processed to make a finished component. So I am saying out of 100 numbers of shaft material, 80 have been procured. Out of 100 number of scoop sheets, 80 have been procured, 90 have been procured. 100 blade material, 80 have been procured. Out of 600 rivets, 500 rivets has been procured, and so on and so forth. Now manufacturing wise, I'll start from the bottom. Out of 80 top handle coupling material, 45 have been processed and component was made ready. Out of 60, 50 have been processed. Now for bracket assembly, we need one of each. So we can see 50 and 45. So maximum number of bracket assembly what we can make is 45. But because of the processing limitations, we have prepared only 35 numbers. Similarly, other numbers have been worked out. Let's pay attention to this 25 numbers. So for that, to make one snow shovel, I need one number of shaft, one number of scoop assembly, 4 rivets, one scoop shaft connector, and one top handle assembly, which is being highlighted here. So if I look at those numbers, right now, as on today, I have 80 numbers of shaft ready with me, 30 number of scoop assembly ready with me, 300 rivets are available, 80 number of scoop shaft connectors are available, and 30 numbers of top handle assembly is available. So out of this, all this sky blue color highlighted cells, maximum number of snow shovel which can be made is 30, but because of the production capacity, I could able to make only 25. So this is the scenario what I have, and for this scenario we have to prepare the inventory level at raw material store, at work in progress store, and at finished goods stores. Raw material store, work in progress store, and finished goods stores. Also we need to check when we brought the raw material, how much the bank account was reduced in terms of rupees. So I'll first explain the bank account numbers, how these numbers have been derived. Let's say from here This is the material what has been procured. Let me highlight with the sky blue color. Now, to procure 80, I have to pay at the rate of 70. So these are the corresponding rates available for procurement of the raw material. Okay, so let me highlight that with yellow colors. So my bank account has been reduced by 5,600 rupees because one shaft material cost me 70 rupees. Similarly, I bought 80 shaft material. So 70 into 80, 5,600 rupees. I have shown it minus because this has reduced the bank account. Similarly, one scoop required material which cost me 45 rupees. I have brought 90 such kind of scoop material. So my bank account has been reduced by 4,050 rupees. So that's how I have derived these numbers, which let me highlight with orange color. Total of this column is 37,100. By this much amount, my bank account has been reduced. Okay. Now, let me explain you. Let me remove all this color now. And let's go ahead and understand how the raw material store inventory has been decided. So, 80 components have been procured. And out of 80, all 80 have been brought into the work in progress. So the raw material 80 have been received, and after that, to process on that, we have removed 80 numbers from raw material store and brought it to the work in progress. So 0 item will be left in raw material. So 0 multiplied by its raw material cost, that's 70 rupees, is what we have as a 0 here. Let me go to next example. Is this one. Let me highlight with yellow color here. So for raw material, I'll first go to the simplest numbers first. Yeah. So as I explained, 80 number shaft material were procured and 80 number have been brought for manufacturing. So that much material has been removed from the raw material store. And now there is 0 material left in the raw material store for shaft. That's why raw material store has 0 inventory for shaft. For scoop, 90 were procured, 75 have been processed, and for processing it was brought into the work in progress store. So how many are left? 90 minus 75. That is 15 numbers. So that 15 number multiplied by its material cost, that's a 45. That is, let me highlight with the sky blue color here. So 90 minus 75 into 45, that's what you give me 675 rupees. So that much inventory is left in my raw material store. Similarly, 80 minus 35 into 30, will give me a raw material inventory of 1,350 rupees. And similarly for 75 rupees here, 350 rupees here, and 3,850 rupees here. Now, to decide the raw material store inventory for other items, that is, let's start with first this rivet, 500 numbers. So 500 numbers were procured. Now, from the 500, we have made 25 snow shovel. To make one snow shovel, I need 6 numbers of rivets. So to make 25, how many are required? We required 150 numbers. So out of 500, 150 numbers have been used. So whatever is remaining, not 25, we have made this rivet was used for scoop assembly. That's a 30 number. Okay. So out of 500 rivet procured, at the rate of 6 rivets per snow shovel, we have used for 30 scoop assembly. So 30 into 6 is 180. So 500 minus 180, that's around 320. 320 multiplied by 2 rupees per rivet, that's what the 640 rupees raw material cost is now left in the inventory. Similarly for this 300, out of 300 rivets which was brought for this row here, 25 snow shovel were made. So, and to make each snow shovel we need 4 rivets. So for 25, 100 would have been used. So out of 300, 100 have been used, so 200 are left, and 200 at the rate of 2, we have 400 inventory left in the raw material store. Scoop shaft connector, similarly, out of 80, 25 snow shovel have been made. So 80 minus 25 into its cost, 140 rupees per piece. That's what 10,050 rupees will be the inventory. And similarly this nails, 150 nails, out of 150 nails, 2 nails for top handle, 1 top handle assembly were used. So 30 top handle assembly have been made at the rate of 2 per top handle assembly. So total 60 nail would have been used. So out of 150, 60 have been used, so 90 are remaining, and 90 into its rate, 3 rupees per nail. So we have a 270 rupees of raw material inventory available. Oh, sorry, let me change the color and keep it uniform. So we have a 2. One is the component have been self-processed, or the component have been used for the higher level of the bill of material. In both the cases, the raw material inventory will reduce, and the balance inventory will be multiplied by its corresponding material cost, and we'll have a raw material inventory available. Now let me remove the color coding, and the total of that column is here 18,110 rupees. Okay. Now let me remove that color and explain the last step. That's a work in progress store. The work in progress store is a bit tricky. I'll start from the bottom level. What we are saying is that the 45 components were prepared. That is this one, top handle coupling. Out of 45, 35 bracket assembly were made. So 10 number would have been balanced in workshop. Out of 45, 35 have been taken for bracket assembly. So those 10 numbers were multiplied by its total cost, because each top handle coupling after processing is costing me at 133 rupees. So 45 minus 35, 10 number balance, multiplied by 133, it gives me 1331 rupees because of the fractions, decimals. Let me explain once again for the second component. Let me explain second component. Let's say 50 top handle bracket were ready. Out of those, 35 were taken to make a bracket assembly. So 15 would have been remaining. So those 15 were multiplied by at the rate of 50 rupees per top handle bracket at the total cost. So that gives me 747 rupees. In the same line, I can check for bracket assembly and top handle assembly. Okay, let me explain that now. So let's say the bracket assembly were 35. Out of 35, 30 top handle assembly were made. So 5 number would have been remaining. So those 5 numbers multiplied by its total cost of bracket assembly, that's 221 rupees. That will give me 1107 rupees. Okay, let me explain the last component. One more component. That's a 55 component here remaining. Top handle 55 numbers were there. Out of 55, 30 were taken to make top handle assembly. So 25 would have been remaining. So this 25 were multiplied by its total cost of top handle item, that's 29 rupees, which will give me 725 rupees as my work in progress inventory. So this way I can go from bottom to top and I can finish for all the work in progress material. Okay, and the total of the work in progress material cost is my 13,635 rupees. Last one is finished goods stores, which is simple. Here, last 25 numbers of snow shovel assembly was made. Each snow shovel final cost is 666 rupees. So 666 multiplied by 25 is my 16,653 rupees. That's my finished goods store inventory. So that's how we have a total inventory available at raw material store, at work in progress store, and at finished goods store. And because of the raw material procurement, our bank account has been reduced. I hope you have understood this video tutorial very well. If you have any doubts, you can reach out to me at dineshbp@nuv.ac.in. Thank you very much.